Fumiya, how long do you plan on staying here? You should move out and be independent already. You're just in the way.
Huh?
Oh, Fumiya! It's nice to see ya. Huh? You know each other?
Why didn't you rely on me sooner? I really have no excuse. My name is Fumiya Koga. I'm a 30-year-old working at a small library. 2 years ago, I was a full-time employee, but now I work part-time, about 3 days a week. It breaks my heart, you know? My own little brother not coming to me when he's struggling. That's what my older brother, Makoto, says with tears in his eyes. The reason being... Hey, Fumiya, the door was unlocked. Some coming in... Wait, what? Fumiya! Fumiya! So hungry. My little brother's collapsed from starvation. I had just gotten back from work and collapsed from hunger in the hallway, only to be found by my brother, who happened to stop by. Hang in there. I'll get you something good to eat. Wait, there's nothing in your fridge? And so, I was dragged back to my family home against my will. I'm 30 already. I just didn't think it was right to burden Mom and you with my problems. Idiot! Family is family, no matter how old you are. Ow, that hurts, Makoto. I had a reason for stepping down from full-time work to part-time. I tried to manage on my own for a while, but student loan repayments, rent, I had finally reached my financial limit. Worried that I hadn't visited home in a while, my brother found the overdue notices and confronted me.
Now, Makoto, that's enough. You know he's never been good at relying on others.
That's my mother speaking with a smile. Dad passed away when I was in college, so now she lives with my brother at home. But Mom, what if I hadn't come to check on him? Who knows what would have happened?
You're right. Thank you, Makoto. Fumiya, if you don't mind, why don't you live here at home?
Huh? But Makoto's here too, right? What? You don't want me around? My brother retorts dramatically, but I ignore him for now.
Makoto's getting married soon.
What? Come on, Mom. I wanted to tell him myself. Turns out my brother had come all the way here today just to tell me that. Sorry, I was too busy passing out to listen.
Dad's not around anymore, and I won't have anyone to cook or chat with anymore. Besides, I don't want to intrude on my newlywed son's life, you know? So how about it?
I'll still send money home, so stay here with Mom, Fumiya. Maybe it's because they're family, but I could tell they truly cared about me. And I had no reason to refuse. Thanks, Mom. Sorry for worrying you. And congrats on your wedding, Makoto. 6 months later, Makoto got married, and I started living at home for the first time in years.
Oh, sorry, Fumiya. I'm just causing you trouble.
Mom, don't push yourself. Grab onto my shoulder. I'll help you up slowly. One day, Mom fell down the stairs and broke her leg. The doctor said she needed to rest at home.
Thanks for everything, Fumiya. You're always so helpful. Such a kind boy.
But for the past few days, someone else has been hovering around, worried about Mom.
Mother-in-law, what happened? You broke your leg? Oh, Yuki, I'm sorry to worry you.
This is Yuki, Makoto's wife. She and my brother live together in an apartment near our family home. They got married 2 months ago, but when she heard about Mom's injury, she rushed over.
It's okay, Yuki. I can still do things on my own with my crutches. Makoto's away on a business trip, so don't worry about me. I'll stay here and help take care of you.
And so, Yuki has been staying at her house. Yuki said she would check in at home, but she's not being a nuisance, is she? Sorry, Fumiya. Makoto asks over the phone. Lately, he's been traveling a lot for work. I think she's just worried about Mom, but if it becomes a problem, I'll tell her to go home. It's fine. You're gonna be away for a while, right? Isn't it better to know she's not alone while you're at work? That's my little brother. Makoto cheers, then gets back to work. It's mutual. I owe my brother a lot too. That way, Makoto can focus on work. Yuki truly cares about her mother and has a great relationship with Makoto. But...
Fumiya, how long do you plan on staying here? You should move out and be independent already. You're just in the way.
Huh?
I've lived on my own since college and paid for everything myself. You're 30 and perfectly capable of working. How can you still be living off your mother?
Seems like she doesn't like that I'm still living at home. But she only acts like this toward me, so I just accepted.
Mother-in-law, do you need some water? It's fine, I can move on my own, but thank you for asking. Please don't hesitate to ask for anything. I love you after all.
She's so cold to me, yet so kind to Mom. Maybe I should change this part. Lately, I've been spending my time outside of work creating videos. I'm not making money from video editing yet, but I've been reading books, taking free courses, and improving my skills. I stepped down from full-time work to pursue my dream of being a video creator. Whoa!
Hey, did you forget what I told you before? You should give up on your silly dream and get a real job. You went from full-time to part-time? That's embarrassing. Aren't you ashamed of leeching off your mother?
She slams my laptop shut, but I can't take my eyes off her furious expression. I know I'm causing trouble for Mom. Her words sting.
Oh, what's wrong? I heard shouting and got worried. I just think Fumiya is a burden to you, so I got a little loud.
She's not wrong. She probably does care about Mom.
Yuki, here. Take some home. These are vegetables I grew myself.
A few years ago, when Makoto first introduced Yuki, she quickly bonded with Mom.
Wow, really? Thank you so much. Ever since then, whenever Yuki visited, I would give her seasonal vegetables.
Yuki lost her mother at a young age, so she found a mother's love in my mom. And that's exactly why she hates seeing me relying on Mom.
Yuki, are you trying to drive Fumiya out for my sake? I think of you as my real mother, and I treasure you. Thank you, Yuki. That means a lot to me. I feel the same way about you. You're like a daughter to me. And I also care about Makoto and Fumiya. I've decided to support Fumiya's dream. That's why I told him to live here. I just wanted to live with my beloved mother-in-law. That's all. But you and Makoto just got married, didn't you? You should be enjoying your time together as a couple. You're always welcome to visit whenever you like. All right.
From that day on, Yuki stopped openly looking down on me. A few days later, I took my video camera and headed to a park a little ways from home. Whoa, this brings back memories. I used to come here all the time with my family as a kid. On nice days like this, I make it a habit to visit places filled with memories to gather footage for my videos. The scenery, the ambient sounds, it all feels like a gift from nature. This time of day is soothing. I hope I can bring good news to Mom and Makoto, who are supporting me. I want to succeed as a creator as soon as possible, but lately, I've been feeling more and more impatient.
What are you filming?
A voice suddenly calls out from behind me. I thought I was alone, so of course...
Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you that much. Well, I just caught some pretty hilarious footage. Sorry for disturbing you.
After that, I ended up sitting on a bench in a park and chatting with her. Her name's Otoha Miyagawa. It's fine. In a way, I got an interesting surprise shot out of it.
I see. I kind of get that feeling. I I love reading on paper too. Hey, can I read this?
Otoha started reading my manuscript with deep concentration. Otoha, are you planning to read all of it?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I just got caught up in it.
She snapped back to reality when I spoke. That meant she had been completely engrossed in my work.
It was so interesting I couldn't stop. It's amazing. I got totally hooked.
Getting lost in a story? What higher praise could there be? I ended up telling Otoha as much as I could about my situation. I live with my family, and my mom and brother fully support me, but my sister-in-law is against it. She sees me living at home as a burden and keeps telling me to give up on my dream and get a real job. She says it's for my mom's sake, and she's not exactly wrong. She's not wrong, that's how I truly feel. As a son, I'm grateful that someone cares about my mom.
Even if your sister-in-law wants to kick you out, that's not a reason to give up on your dream. If you give up, that's the end of it. Don't you think making all your effort pay off is the best way to repay your family?
Ugh.
I want to read more of your story, but I'll hold off until it gets published as a book.
Okay, thank you. I'll keep doing my best. Otoha smiled as she encouraged me, then left, saying she had work to do. When I got home, I ran into Yuki just as she was leaving the house. Yuki, what's with the bags?
Oh, this? Since my mother-in-law's leg healed faster than expected, I'm heading back home.
I see. Thank you for everything you did to help out. Mom was really grateful.
Don't get the wrong idea. I never said I accepted you. I'm just staying quiet because my mother-in-law keeps defending you. Got it? You're still a nuisance. Clinging to your dream of becoming a writer and relying on my mother-in-law and Makoto to support you. I absolutely despise you.
With a piercing glare, Yuki spat out her words and walked away. I need to make it as a writer as soon as possible. Time passed, and 3 years later, I found myself at a wedding hall. Makoto and Yuki had never held a wedding after getting married, since work and business trips kept them busy. But they finally decided to hold one, so here I was. Makoto looked so happy. I'm glad. I hadn't spoken much to Yuki in the past 3 years, but as long as she was happy with Makoto, that was all that mattered to me. Mom, Fumiya, thank you so much for today. It was the time for the newlyweds to greet the guests at each table. Makoto spoke to us, teary-eyed. Don't cry, Makoto. Let's continue being a great family. Even at a time like this, Yuki didn't say a word to me or even glance in my direction. She probably still isn't happy that I live at home. With some unease in my heart, I left the venue as the ceremony came to a close. Makoto and Yuki were standing by the exit, seeing guests off. A female guest was chatting with Yuki.
Oh, Fumiya! It's nice to see ya.
The woman greeted me with a smile. Seeing this, Yuki finally turned to look at me.
Huh? You know each other?
Oh, yes, actually, we've worked together.
I'm in charge of his work as an editor. Wow, I had no idea you were Yuki's brother-in-law. What a surprise. What?
That's right. She was Otoha Miyagawa, the woman I met in the park 3 years ago, and also an editor at Miyagawa Scato Publishing. So you were friends with Yuki? You surprised me again.
Hee. I guess you and I are just meant to be connected somehow.
3 years ago, I met Otoha in the park. After that, we didn't meet again, until a year ago.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I knew it had to be you.
Huh? You are... What are you doing here? My short novel won first prize in a contest, and Scato Publishing reached out, wanting to sign me. The piece Otoha had found back then didn't win an award, but I kept working hard.
I had a feeling it might be you when I read your work. I guess that's an editor's intuition. That's a lie. A writer? You really debuted. He's been continuously publishing short stories in our magazine. It's the magazine you said you liked, Yuki. Fumiya works are in it.
Apparently, Yuki has been a devoted reader of the magazine where my stories were published. I didn't even know she was into reading, so I couldn't hide my shock. Yuki.
Makoto?
Makoto must have noticed what was happening because he walked over to us. I always thought it was strange. Every time I brought up Fumiya, you would avoid the topic. So you've been treating him cruelly all this time.
But he was just a part-timer relying on his family financially and in daily life. How is that not his fault?
Under Makoto's reproachful gaze, Yuki breaks down and confesses.
I wanted to be a writer too. That's why I studied so hard and majored in literature. But I couldn't even place in any contests. I had to face reality and give up. So it hurt to see Fumiya still chasing his dream while his family supported him. I couldn't stand it.
That was a dream Yuki had never shared with anyone. That was why she kept pushing me away and tried to drive me out of the house. Otoha, thank you. I'm fine. Yuki, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. You've always hated me, so I didn't know how to say it. Besides, you were against me becoming a writer. That made it even harder to tell you. It was my dream to become a writer. My mother supported that dream and let me stay at home. Makoto supported me financially and encouraged me. That's why I was able to give it my all. You told me to give up and get a proper job, but I just couldn't. I see. So that was your dream, Yuki. I had no idea. But don't you think it was wrong to take that out on Fumiya? Yuki struggles to respond. Makoto continues speaking slowly. I never had a dream of my own, so there were times I envied Fumiya. Because honestly, it's cool to have something you can dedicate yourself to. Yuki, Fumiya helped fund today's wedding.
Huh? He did?
Yuki looks at me in shock. For the first time, there is no resentment in her gaze. Don't call it funding, Makoto. It's just a small token of appreciation. You're the one who suggested I work part-time so I could chase my dream. I was able to make a living as a writer because of your support. Thank you, Makoto.
Yuki?
Mom calls her name gently. She must have been listening from a distance.
Ma'am,
Mom doesn't say anything. She just looks Yuki in the eyes. But in that gaze, everything she wanted to say was conveyed.
Fumiya, I'm sorry for telling you to leave your own home. I tried to destroy your dream out of jealousy. I'm so sorry.
She bows her head. Mom smiles warmly at her. Yuki, it's okay. I understand now. You had your own dream, and you love Makoto and Mom. That's enough for me. Please keep taking care of them. And also, thank you for reading my work, Yuki.
Fumiya, I'm sorry. And thank you.
After that, Yuki apologized to me over and over, genuinely reflecting on everything. Her attitude toward me softened drastically, to the point where it was almost unsettling. But with Makoto's work settling down, we were finally able to reconcile. At last, I found peace in my life. And soon, I decided to move out. Upon hearing that, Yuki started peeking into my room whenever she came over.
So, is your writing going well? Maybe I could read a bit before publication?
Nope.
Ugh.
Apparently, with Makoto's encouragement, Yuki also started writing her own original stories as a hobby.
Congratulations on getting your new series!
Thanks, Otoha. After moving out, I started living with my girlfriend, Otoha. Every day feels fulfilling.
Getting to read your stories before anyone else, that's my special privilege.
Yeah, because you're special to me. With me moving out, Makoto and Yuki moved in with Mom, and we still meet regularly as a family. Otoha, I said my family helped me become a writer. But I also owe it to the words you gave me when I almost gave up. So thank you, Otoha. I'm so lucky to have met you.
Your words are too beautiful.
Sorry. Was that too much?
That's not it.
What does it mean to have a dream? I think it's as big a question in life as love. Dreams differ for everyone. Only the person with the dream can truly understand it. I remember how Makoto once said he never had a dream, but because of him, my dream found its future. The joy of having support, the hardship of staying strong despite opposition. Maybe dreams will continue teaching us many things throughout our lives.
That day, 5-year-old me was waiting anxiously for my parents to pick me up from preschool. Are they here yet? I had stopped playing with my toys and was just waiting for my parents to come. My teachers looked at me with pity. In the end, my parents never came to pick me up. It was a while after that, I learned my parents had been in a car accident. I had no relatives I could reach out to, so at 5 years old, I started living in an orphanage. When will Mom and Dad come get me? It was difficult for me at 5 years old to understand and accept my reality. I just waited resiliently for my parents.
Nice to meet you, Haruto-kun.
A year after I started living at the orphanage, I was taken in by my stepmom, Akuno Ichinose, and my stepdad, Masaki Ichinose. That's how I became Haruto Ichinose. My life from there was fun. I had a lot of freedom, and my step-parents loved me. It was a happy family straight out of a storybook. Even as a child, I knew I had to repay them someday. I'm so happy to be Haruto Ichinose. But in first grade, when I finally felt like I belonged somewhere, things changed.
Honey, a child. I'm pregnant.
Really? Yay! Haruto, you're going to be a brother. My stepmom got pregnant. My step-parents were over the moon. I was also excited to be a stepbrother. My stepmom's belly grew, and we all believed a happy future was ahead of us. Mom! When my stepmom's belly was quite big, I ran toward her with a smile.
Don't touch me.
Huh? My stepmom pushed me away for the first time. Her eyes were of someone looking at something vile, and I froze. Honey, what are you doing? Haruto, we're sorry. Mommy was just surprised. You must be scared. My dad's words must have brought her back. My mom looked at me, and she looked like she might cry.
Haruto, I'm sorry Mommy's not feeling well.
It's okay. I'm sorry too. My mom hobbled over to her room. Now that I think about it, this might have been the day my mom changed. My brother was born. His name was Ritsu. At 2 years old, Ritsu was comfortable with me. Nee. Ritsu, over here. You're so good at walking now. Nee. Oh, Mommy. Nee.
Ritsu-kun, let's play over here.
Honey, Haruto was playing with them. It was obvious my mom didn't want him to play with me. My dad tried to talk to her, but my mom didn't listen. Since that day, my mom had changed. At this point, she treated me like I was unwanted. Since it's my half coming of age day, I wrote you guys a letter. Half coming of age day? How fun! Thank you. Honey, Haruto wrote us a letter.
Oh, I'm busy right now. I'll read it later. Oh my, Ritsu-kun. Good job.
More time passed. I was in my final year of high school now. My mom's obvious favoritism continued.
Ritsu-kun, you got 100 on this test. You're so good.
I'm leaving this house. That's probably better, right? Haruto, I'm sorry. I didn't think this would happen. Don't worry, Dad. It couldn't be helped. Haruto. You guys took me in. I understand how Mom feels too. After high school, I'll find a job and live alone. No, go to college. I'll handle tuition. Thank you, Dad. I studied hard for my college exams and got into the school I wanted to go to. After high school graduation, my days of living alone began. Honey, Haruto is leaving this house for you.
I don't know anything about that. Don't blame me.
It's okay, Dad. I'm glad I was taken in by this family. Nii-chan. Ritsu. Nothing. Never mind. Ritsu looked like he wanted to say something, but he noticed Mom's look and fell silent. I think he wanted to tell me something. I guess that's it. I remembered the fun times and felt some sadness as I left. Only my dad came outside to see me off. After that, I moved out of the prefecture and started living alone. This is harder than I thought. I didn't want to rely on my parents for living expenses, so I was working part-time at an izakaya restaurant, but I feel a little better. I don't know how many times I've thought that it would be easier if I could forget the time when my mom was nice to me. I felt a little more optimistic now that those thoughts weren't eating away at me anymore. Still, if I didn't have these deliveries, I'd be in trouble. I didn't know why, but since I started living alone, I've been receiving deliveries from the orphanage. I asked them about it, but all they would say is that they were just donations from the orphanage, and I got no details. But it was desperate times, so I gratefully accepted the food and other household items in the deliveries. I managed to balance work and school, and somehow graduated. After working hard to find a job, I got one at a systems development company called Lovekoi Software. My dad said I didn't need to, but I decided to send 30,000 yen every month as a token of gratitude. Lovekoi was a primary contractor company, so it was a pretty good working environment. I was in the system integration department. It was my second year. Along with my coworkers, including Mio Tachibana, we worked hard on our projects.
Ichinose-san, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Deadline time was always busy. Whew, finally done. We finished our project. Tachibana-san, the other reps, and I took 4 paid days off.
Everyone said they're going back home. What are you gonna do? Going home?
No, I have a home, but don't have a home. I told her about me being an orphan and my stepmom's treatment of me.
I can't believe that happened. I'm sorry for asking.
No, I'm sorry. It's not a story to tell after a big project.
If my mom treated me like that, I feel like I'd get mad and cut myself off. But you didn't resent them and repaid them. You're amazing.
I don't know. They took me in, so I think it's the right thing to do.
Actually, my mom's a single mom. We got in a fight in high school and haven't talked since I started college. Among my friends, I was the only one with hand-me-down uniforms. I was so embarrassed. I asked my mom for new ones. But with college fees and stuff, it was hard. You know how uniforms cost like 30,000 for a set, right? I realized later that it was childish of me. But since I brought it up, I couldn't apologize. After I started living alone in college, I didn't see my mom at all. I studied hard and worked hard to find a job, and I got a job at this big company. I wanted to prove that I could survive without my parents, but I couldn't survive on my own. I needed my mom's help with my tuition, with co-signing things. I was dumb. By the time I wanted to apologize, she was gone. She was gone before I could apologize.
Tachibana-san.
So, I admire you. It must have been hard for you. You must have been sad. But you're grateful and you're trying to pay them back. You're so awesome. I'm kind of embarrassed to say it.
Thank you for saying that. I haven't received love like this in a while.
Love? Yeah? You could call it love.
I'm getting a call. Can I? It's from my brother.
Of course.
Tachibana-san seemed relieved that the call came. I smiled and answered the phone. Hello? Ritsu? How are you? Sorry to call all of a sudden. Are you free? Since I left home, we've been calling each other like this. I think we talk more than we did at home. Nii-san. Ritsu's voice changed from cheerful to sad. I recognized it and interrupted. Don't apologize. You did nothing wrong. I told you a bunch of times, right? I'm sorry. Ritsu has told me many times that he wanted me to come back, but I didn't. I think he blamed himself. I've never once resented Ritsu, who still looked up to me as a brother. Actually, I really treasured him. 3 years later, I was dating Mio and had proposed to her 3 days prior. Mio, will you marry me?
Of course.
I didn't have much experience with a happy family, so this decision took a lot of courage for me. But I could be a family with Mio. I wanted to. I believed that from the bottom of my heart. I was engaged, so I decided to go home for the first time in years. This is Mio Tachibana, my fiancé. We work in the same department and we get along well.
Hello. I'm happy to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for taking care of Haruto.
What was my stepmom thinking? She stayed silent next to my dad.
Mio-san, we're Haruto's step-parents, but we gave him a hard time. We're not good parents. But Haruto, he still calls me dad.
My dad's voice quivered. He always defended me from my mom. I knew that, so I never blamed my dad. Dad, I'm grateful for you. Mio knows that. She said she wanted to be with me because of that. So don't say that. I'm okay. I felt like my dad truly loved me. I was happy I came, but that didn't last long.
Mio-san, you said? Don't you think Ritsu is better than this person? You look honest and you're pretty, and you work for a big company? I think you're a great fit for Ritsu.
Huh?
Ritsu is a good boy and he's going to a famous private university. I think you'd be much happier if you married Ritsu. There's an age gap, but...
Cut it out.
In that moment, my dad raised his voice in anger like never before. Even my mom was shocked. She looked at him.
What? Don't yell suddenly.
Mio-san is engaged to Haruto. How many times do you need to hurt Haruto? I've been holding back. I know you. We're desperately trying to have our child.
The Ichinoses had a hard time getting pregnant after marriage. They tried fertility treatments, but it didn't go well. Emotional pain, time, energy, money, as those were all spent up, my mom was spent too.
Akuno, don't try so hard. Your body comes first.
Honey, I'm sorry.
My parents gave up on getting pregnant, and when my stepmom was 29, they decided to adopt me. After adopting me, they were blessed with Ritsu.
We have a responsibility. We took Haruto in. You ignored him and rejected him, even though he did nothing wrong.
I had to. I went through the pain of birthing Ritsu. Haruto is just my child under some paperwork. Of course there's a difference in how I feel.
I heard that mothers have more love for their kids than the father does, so I can't deny that there's a difference. But to treat them differently because of it is different. You loved him when we took him in, and changed so obviously. How much you hurt him. No matter what I said, you never listened. You coddled Ritsu and acted like you didn't want Haruto there. You loved him at first. Haruto came from such a hard life. How could you do that to him? I've given up on you since then.
What are you saying? It's too late now. Why did you stay married to me then?
Because Haruto asked me to.
What?
This was before I left home. My father had said this to me.
Haruto, let's live together. I was thinking about ending it with your mother.
Dad, you can't. Divorce is between the couple, so I can't say anything. But if it's for me, then you can't.
But...
Please, Dad. I love Ritsu. Ritsu always called me Nini. I was really happy. So I want him to be happy. I want his parents to be there, and I want him to smile. No child would be happy if their parents disappeared. That's what I think. I've had a sadness in me since that day my parents didn't pick me up. It's not just me. My friends at the orphanage too. Everyone had a sadness in their eyes.
Haruto, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Since Haruto left and started living alone, I never once forgot about him. You don't even know how hard it is for a college student to live alone, and you celebrated.
No! He said he was going to leave all on his own.
You kept treating him badly, so Haruto read the room and said he'd leave. You can't even understand that much? No matter how much food or stuff I sent, I knew it wouldn't be enough.
Wait, were those deliveries?
I asked your orphanage to let me use their name. I thought you'd feel bad and not accept them.
I was saved by those deliveries in college. Those were all symbols of my father's love for me. Dad, thank you. Really.
No! I felt responsible for raising Haruto too. But when he ran toward me when I was pregnant, I just hated him. I had to protect Ritsu. Ritsu is my actual son. I recommended Ritsu to Mio-san because I was thinking about Ritsu's happiness over Haruto's.
My stepmom tried to gain sympathy, but my dad's face remained hardened. Stop it, Mom.
Ritsu?
It was Ritsu. He'd gotten so big. Despite the situation, that's what I thought. My brother is my one and only big brother. He's always been there for me. I never once thought we weren't related by blood. So, I thought it was weird. When he left, I learned that he was an orphan, and I was shocked. But to me, none of that mattered. It doesn't matter if we're blood relatives. To me, Nissan is Nissan. If he's happy, I want to congratulate him. I don't want to get in his way. Ritsu looked at me and smiled sadly. I must have caused him a lot of stress. Nissan, congrats. Be happy. Ritsu, thanks. You've gotten so big. Dad, I'm fine. If you want a divorce, Mom, I won't stop you.
Ritsu, what are you saying? Don't say that. Let's stay a family. Yes, Haruto can live with us again.
What are you saying, Mom? I'm going to live by myself for my second year.
What?
Ma'am, I'm going to marry Haruto. Haruto is my one and only love.
She looked straight at my mom and spoke clearly. It was overwhelmingly bright to look at her.
Haruto appreciates even a person like you. He said even if it was brief, you gave him love.
What?
But I'm not like him. If you're going to hurt him, I will not forgive you.
Mom, I was really sad when my parents didn't pick me up. I was sad and anxious, and I thought I'd be alone forever. I wanted to disappear. A giant hole had opened up inside me at 5 years old. I didn't think it'd ever get filled. But...
Haruto-kun, nice to meet you. We're your family now. I hope you'll call me Mom.
You came to pick me up. I had been waiting all that time. You smiled at me and reached out a hand to me. Thank you, Mom. I was really happy then. That soft memory never faded. That's why I never resented her.
Haruto, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My mom was in shock. Her eyes widened and she looked far away. She kept repeating it like a broken radio. What was she looking at then? I had no idea, but I felt like her tears reflected the warm memories we had from my childhood. A few months later, Ritsu left home. My step-parents got divorced.
I'm sorry, Haruto. I'm so sorry. Why did I?
My mom was alone in some shabby apartment, reading a letter. It was the letter I wrote to my parents for my half-coming-of-age day. When they got divorced, my dad handed it to her. I'm happy to be Haruto Ichinose. Thank you for taking me in. My mom was twisted by the idea that she had to protect her actual child. With time, she finally realized her mistakes. Nissan, congrats.
You're all grown up, Haruto.
A year after, we got married. Surrounded by family and friends, I was happier than ever before. Ritsu, Dad, thank you. I sent an invitation to my mom, too, but she didn't come. I had a feeling, but I was happy. A few days before, an invitation with the absent part circled arrived. In the corner, there was a note from my mom.
Please, be happy.
I was confused, but I realized when I saw the word happy, this was her reply to my letter from that day. The letters were shaky and smudged. I could tell how my mom felt when she wrote it. So, I was fine, because my childhood self finally got a response. Mio, I promise to make you happy. Let's build a beautiful family together.
Yeah, let's be happy.
I had lost my happiness so many times. I know that I can appreciate any happiness that comes my way. I'm sure the future holds countless moments of happiness from here on out.